Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Jess. Good morning. I'm just getting back from a run that was amazing. Well, first of all, I'm going to show you our amazing Yogi Triathlete gear. How cool is this, huh? Let's see if you can see the back. And are we closing the store today, Beach?
Closing the store today.
Closing the store today. So if you want to get gear, we are opening it up to the public. It's really awesome stuff. It's done by Ownway. So Chris McDonald's company, Big Sexy. But anyway, what I want to share with you is the power of presence, which is the title of this video. So here's how it went down. Came into the week feeling really good. Did a hard trail run, hot, technical trail run on Sunday. Woke up Monday feeling great. You know, did just kind of like an easy, get more load on the legs kind of run. Tuesday, woke up, did a hard hill repeat workout. Then I did strength, and then I got a super deep massage. Like really, really, I haven't had a massage like this since I lived in Boulder. Really, really good massage. This guy is amazing. So if you're local in Carlsbad, Oceanside, anywhere in North County, I will tell you where to go. You know, it took the rest of the day to let all that marinate, ate really well, you know, and then went out and did a 90-minute trail run yesterday where the directive was to, you know, go hard on the downhills and hike on the uphills. And I did that. I went hard on the downhills and I hiked the uphills, you know, like power hiking. And I would say about 45 minutes into that 90-minute run is where, I don't know, 99% of people would have said, all right, I'm done. My legs just were done. Like my hips, I felt like the guy's knees were still in my hips. Everything was starting to tighten up. I had so much just like, I think the depth of the massage and the hard workout, I mean, I don't think any of it was bad. It's just left me with this like really lethargic residue. And my legs just felt so heavy. And I was climbing up to the peak. I left that for the last part because I wanted to have like pretty fatigued legs. Well, my legs were like done. They were done. And I just kept anchoring into the present moment. I just took that next step. Right? So presence is about just being fully in that experience of the moment of life that you're living, not being in the experience of now, thinking about the experience of now, but training your awareness to be in full experience where there's a gap between your experience and your thoughts. The energy is going to go where your awareness goes, right? So we all know that on race day, it's about present moment awareness. However, I would say 1% of the people out there are actually really doing like disciplined mindset training where they're training their awareness to be in experience. Mental training is not about enduring or pushing through a workout. That's not mental training. It's not embrace the suck. It's welcoming all things. It's mind in matter. It's being fully in the experience of it, independent of the commentary in your head. That takes extreme training. It takes extreme training. So we can't show up on race day and expect that we're going to be in the present moment when we're not training our minds to do that. So what happened? I finished the run. Oh man. All I said in my notes was like, it was tough-ish, right? Because I didn't want to reside to the fact like it was so hard, but I didn't want to put that low vibe out there. It was a toughish run, but I got through it. I got the miles in, you know, and then I recovered. My day was very full. I went up to Orange County yesterday. I did mindfulness sessions with athletes yesterday. And by the time I was able to kind of lay down, it was 4 o'clock. Now there was that reasoning mind that's like, you should check email, you should get on social, you should, you know, respond to people. And then there was that experience of me in that moment saying, no, you need to like take this hour and put your legs up and rest the body, rest your temple, because you're asking this temple a lot right now. And so rest it. And I did. And I checked out of my professional life for an hour and I just rested. And then we went out and taught a class last night because I knew I had to be on again. So, I didn't allow that hard run to own me. I didn't allow like, oh, my legs are so dead after that run, although BJ would probably chime in here and say that I did throughout the day say, whew, my legs. But I never let it get low vibe. I never let it determine how today's run was going to be. Even though when you think about it, being exhausted, my legs giving up at 45 minutes, you would think that today I was going to wake up and my legs were going to be really sore. But I just kept staying in the moment. And that hour that I chose to lay down and not feel obligated to do anything, which I believe doing anything out of obligation is, for me, it's not a balanced thing to do. So I wait until I'm aligned with what I need, what I get to do in a moment, and then I do it. And make sure that I'm aligned, whether that's preparing food, working with a client, doing a video for our M21 series. I make sure I'm aligned, and I make sure I'm aligned with my heart, because I get to do what I love. My passion has become my profession, and it's from start to finish every day, but I love it, love it, love it. I can't believe that I get to go out and run and market my profession as I go out and do what I love. So this morning I woke up, and as soon as I got out of bed, and I actually slept in a little bit because my body was feeling heavy and the bed was feeling super comfortable. So I went with it. As soon as I got out of bed, it was like I was walking on air. My legs felt so good. And I just stayed in that moment. I didn't go ahead into the run that I had this morning. I just stayed in that moment and was like, okay, notice that. That's pretty amazing. That feels really good. Unexpected. Didn't know how I was going to feel today. Just went out for a 45-minute run, and it was like I was running on air. I felt so good. Everything is fluid. Everything is back where it needs to be. And on my plan today, it was 45 minutes up to 90 if I feel good. And when I first looked at that before I ran, I was like, up to 90? I'm not doing 90. I did 90 yesterday. But I stopped, and I got back into that experience of the moment. And I went out and I did the run, and I felt so good. And so the plan is that I'll go back out later and do another at least half an hour to 45 minutes, because I feel good. So I want to capitalize on this. But it's just the plan. So we'll see how the day shakes down. I've got appointments. I've got teaching. I'm going to do yoga today. That is a priority for me. But the importance of presence and our ability to have a skilled practice in training our awareness to be present is so key to our performance, because I could have quit on that run yesterday. I could have then walked around in guilt that I quit on the run. I could have finished the run like I did and then just got really low vibe about how my legs felt, and I could have ruined today's run, but I didn't. I kept anchoring back into the moment. Every time I felt a thought or see a thought come in, right? And the way I can see my thoughts is because I've trained myself over years. It's years. It's a little bit every day over a long period of time. I've trained myself over years that my state of being is presence. So I get to see my thoughts. They're not me. They're something that I get to see because I've created space. This is how I live now. And so I would see these thoughts come in about how I wanted to complain about my legs or say that today's run or that I needed the day off. And I just kept coming back to the moment. And so in 1999, there was a study that was done that concluded that present moment awareness is the essence of psychology and peak performance. That present moment awareness is the essence of the psychology of peak performance in sport. And I would argue that it is also the essence of the psychology of peak performance in life, because I just stayed in the moment all day yesterday, and I didn't drag anything around from the past. And I didn't go into the future about, oh my gosh, if I could hardly do 90 minutes, then how am I going to do this ultra marathon at the end of the month? All of these things that could have brought me down. And how do I know they could have brought me down? Because 10 years ago, they did bring me down. I would have had a pity party. I would have quit the run. I would have felt guilty. I would have come up with excuses to try and convince my coach that I did the right thing when I knew that, I was giving in to the thoughts in my head. So anyway, that's a thought about presence and how do you practice it? My experience is that I have a teacher, and I've been doing sessions with that teacher every other week for, 8 years now. And it's changed my life, and it continues to. And just to have that objective sounding board who knows my bullshit, who knows when I'm sabotaging, who knows when I'm going down a road that is not aligned with my highest and best, and who knows that I want to be my highest and best. That's what I want in my life, my highest and best, my fullest expression, so that I can serve this community 150% of me without taking away from me, right? But by being in the moment. It is not an exhausting way to live. So, you know, our M21 community, we just started our May challenge on Monday. It's not too late to join. Enrollment is always open. You can come for this challenge and leave. You can come and go as you please. We have people who take months off and come back. We're just there. We're like presents. We patiently wait for you to return without judgment, right? It only matters when you return to presence, not how far, not how long you've been away from it. And the other thing is that I work one-on-one with people. So I work with a lot of athletes who don't coach with us physically, but coach with us mentally. And it's not because their coaches don't know what they're doing. Their coaches are amazing. It's just maybe their coaches aren't practicing this type of mental training, and so it's aligning with them. So just know that you know, you can get the full spectrum and coach with us 100%, physical, mental, food, everything. You don't have to be vegan to work with us. I want to make sure you know that, because you know, we just meet you where you're at, and we just celebrate the fact that you want to be awake and ready. So be awake and ready, people, and understand that you have to practice. There's no time off for a mindful life. And I'm here as your coach, teacher, whatever feels aligned. But my intention is that everyone is able to experience a flow in life that I get to live every day because I work at it every day. All right. Peace.